Americans will spend $26 billion celebrating Valentine's Day tomorrow, and odds are a giant chunk of that is going toward flowers. That means today is a whirlwind of activity in shops across the country. Our Simon Williams managed to get one local florist to stop long enough to talk.
The day before Valentine's Day calls for a last-second setting up of how you'll serenade your sweetheart. For the Flower Shoppe of Providence, it's the annual amount of
fabulous and crazy busy.
Jessa Harris manages the store. She says Valentine's is the second busiest day of the year behind Mother's Day, but still one that follows months of preparation.
Starting in December, we start ordering our flowers to make sure, or hoping that they would arrive on time. And right up to weeks before, we prep and make sure we have all the supplies we need. It's not just the flowers, it's the bears, it's the balloons. It's also staffing up to make sure we have enough staff, enough drivers to drive all over the North Alabama area.
The National Retail Federation projects nearly $26 billion to be spent on V-Day, the highest in their 18 years of study. This year, they polled over 7,000 adults in the U.S. and found that the average person would spend $192.80 on their gifts, outings, or experience. Back at the Flower Shop, holiday arrangements are going from $60 to the hundreds. Single stems can go for a few dollars.
It's a mix between dozen roses and flower arrangements. We have those that just love their dozen roses and real classic, and we also have those that love our style and our fresh flowers.
Overall, they say it's a $10 increase from last year. As for what goes into designing arrangements, it's all personal for Harris.
We carry a different line of gift stuff, and it's stuff that I would want.
So if you're part of the group of Americans that's looking to spend on gifts this Valentine's Day, you better do it quick, because just like the sign says, you've got one day left. In Huntsville, Simon Williams, Fox 54 News.
All right, thank you, Simon. And if you're one of the lucky ones receiving flowers tomorrow, here are some tips to keep them fresh longer. Trim the bottom of the stems at an angle. Make sure there are no leaves that are touching the water. Now, this flower is leafless, but if you do have flowers with leaves, make sure they don't touch the water. Use lukewarm water and add the packet of plant food that comes with the flowers. There's some already inside this vase. Keep the flowers out of direct sunlight and away from fruits and vegetables. And you can actually store them in the fridge overnight to keep them fresh longer.